Okay, after you have pasted your email setup, okay, so you have this thing over here. So over here what you need is first thing you need is email host user. Okay, so you need this one and you need this password. Okay, so how to set up this thing I'll show you in this video. Okay, so go to your Gmail. Okay, so after going to your Gmail, go over here. Okay, so after this thing there is this Gmail account. Okay, so open this one. So go to this manage your Google account. So over here what you need to do is mm, go to this security. Okay, in this security what you need to be careful is that your two-step verification should be activated. Okay, so if you don't have this two-step verification done, then pause this video, go inside this and turn on this two-step verification. Okay, after completing that step then you will get here the tick mark. Okay, after completing this thing what you need to do is go in the search, okay, search bar and type app. Okay, so over here go to this app passwords and give your app name. Okay, so the app name is going to be, let's say, app itself. Okay, so if I do create I'll see the 16 code. Okay, 16, so I see this 16 odd code. Okay, so I'll just copy this code. Okay, I'll just copy it and then do done and then just paste it somewhere so that I can retrieve it. Okay, so after that what I'll do is go over here. Mm, let me move to this side. Okay, so let me go over here. Now over here what I'm going to just do is just paste that over there. You paste it so that you need it in the future also. Okay, that code. So after that what you need to do is you need to provide your host username, email host user, so that's going to be my email. So gmail.com. So then you need to provide your password over here. Okay, so I'm going to provide my password by putting it over here. So you provide your own password over there. Okay, so for that I am writing my own password over there. Okay, after doing this thing, so after doing that what I'll do is go in my views.py. Okay, so we will write a bunch of code over in my views.py also. Okay, so in my views.py what I'm going to write is from I'm going to import from Django dot core dot mail. I need to import send mail. Okay, so I need to import this send mail. Then what you need to do is click on this send mail. Okay, click control and then bring your arrow over this send mail, then it will show the link like this. Okay, so it is not showing right now. So if you bring that, it is not showing what is happening. So if I write over mail, then go inside this. So it is not taking me over there. Send mail, why send mail. Okay, so it is now click, go to that module. So will that be open? So it is not opening, I don't know why. I don't know why is this not opening. So if I go in this mail, so go in that mail, okay. So inside that mail you will see this send mail, okay. So what you need to do is you just copy this code, okay. So subject message from email, and copy this code, control C, and go to this views.py, and below this your form has been successfully submitted, okay. So let me create that email setup over here, okay. So let me create that setup over here. So you need to just paste that code whichever you have copied, okay. So you need to copy that code, so you need to indent it. So the subject is going to be, let's say, project registration form, okay. So whatever registration form, okay. So from which mail you want to send this to, okay. So I want to send it from whichever I have got that password from, okay. So I have that 16 digit password, okay. So I'm going to write it as @gmail.com, that's okay. And the recipient list is going to be the list of the recipients, okay. So the recipients, let me send it to first of all myself, okay. So order 348 @gmail.com, okay. So if I do this, I'll send this mail to myself, okay. So I can also write the multiple recipients in this list, okay. So after that you'll say fail silently. After this, what you need to do is just send mail, okay. So after this recipient list, what you need to do is email message. So email that message equal to send. So after this, what you need to do is, so after this what I am going to do is just go below this. So okay, so I'll give the send mail, okay. So after this I'll provide the subject uh, message, okay. So from email, and I'm going to provide the recipient list also, okay. So recipient list, and I'll not provide this fail silently over here, I'm just provide it below over here, okay. So I'll provide it fails silently is equal to false, okay. So after this what I'll do is just run my code and see whether this will execute or not, okay. So python manage.py run server. So let me go over here, let me go to the form, okay. So if I'm form, so over here this is showing my past message, I think. So don't worry about that. So over here, let's say I provided my data as, let's say, David Johnson, okay. So David @gmail.com, okay. So the Kathmandu is going to be California, okay. So after this if I hit submit, okay, so now it will send the mail to whatever this I have provided, okay. So since I have provided this as to fixed this one, so it will send the mail from this mail to this mail, okay. So if I click on the submit, okay, so it will take some time, okay. Okay, it is taking you some time. So hello, this is email setup, and it has already sent me the mail, okay. So let me go to the inbox and let me refresh it, okay. So I have received this mail, okay. So look at here, So I have received this mail from myself. Okay, so prod registration program. Okay, so we have successfully received this thing. So in order to say whatever the user provides me that that email, I want to send that mail to that email. Okay, so in order to do that, what you need to do is in the recipient list you need to provide inside this list what you need to write is email. Okay, so after this that will be that email will go into that account. Okay, so let me show you that. Let me go over here. Let me again type slash form. Now it will show me your form has been successfully submitted. Okay, that's good. So after that what I am going to do is let's say let's say team Jack. Okay, so let's say email is, let me provide my own email again. Okay, so let me suppose that the user have provided this email. Okay, so gmail.com. so the city is going to be let's say Delhi. Okay, so Delhi, and if I hit this submit button. Okay, so this has sent me an email. Let me go to my email, go inside this one. So it has sent me Python with Django. Okay, so this was the Python related video, but I want to show you little more. Okay, so I don't want the message to be typed like this. Okay, so what I need to do is, let me show you some examples. Let me go to my email and let me look at here. So not this, let me go to the Amazon Web Services. So they have provided me this bunch of texts. Okay, so in order to create the same text, what you need to do is just copy this text. Okay, so write whatever you want. Okay, so in my case I'm just going to copy this text only. Okay, so what I am going to do is inside this template app.http, what I am going to do is create a one new file again. So that is going to be message.html. Okay, inside the message.html I'm going to paste all the things that I have copied. Okay, so I have just copied and then just did paste it only here. Okay, so after that what you need to do is go to the email and just do the things over here. Okay, so after that what you need to do is, so for this what I need to do is import something. Okay, so I'll go again to my views.py. so inside this views.py what I need to do is, let's say from Django.template.loader I need to import what is known as, we need to render to string. Okay, so we need to import to render to string because it is our, this is an HTML file. Okay, so in order to convert it to the string we are writing this thing. Okay, so render to string over here, and I'm also going to import email message. Okay, so email message also I'm going to import. So now again I'll go down over here. So subject is, I think it's good. So in case of message is equal to, so I will provide render to string. Okay, so the first thing it will take is the address where that file is presented. So my file is presented in message.html. Okay, after that what you need to provide is, if you have any name and you can provide it in the context. Okay, so I'll also show that you in a second. So after that, this is okay. Mm, this is okay, I guess, and this is also okay. So let me again run this code. Okay, let me see the example. Let me see whether that will send me that message or not. Okay, so for that, let me go to the form. Let me provide a bunch of things. Zach, let me say, let me do submit. Okay, okay, this has successfully submitted that thing. So I'll go to my Gmail account and to refresh. It is saying Python with Django, so it is giving me all this data. Okay, so if you want to send other things also, so let me say I want the date time over here. Okay, so in order to send the date time in that message, what you need to do is just do from date time input date time. Okay, so after doing this thing, what you need to do is just do date is equal to date time dot now. Okay, so after this, what you can do is just pass it in that template. Okay, so what you just write is date and then pass that date over there. Okay, so you need to go to the message.html and at the end of it go to just say dat date. Okay, so let me see whether this will run or not. Let me close the server. Let me run the server again. After that, I'll go to the server again, going back to this again. So slash form, go to this team Zach 348, and if I hit the submit button, then will that show me that date in my message? Okay, so it will take some time. Go over here, go to the message, again it has sent me something, so it has sent me this time also. Okay, so you can say hi and you can pass that name and say hi David, security is the top concern, whatever you want to write it. Okay, so this is how you send the message over here. Okay, so you can also send the file in your this Gmail. Okay, you have sent your CB or something like that in your email also. Okay, so for that, what you need to do is you need to do a little bit of work. Okay, so for that, what you need to do is let's say I'll change the code little bit. Okay, so views.py, in this views.py, what I'm going to say is, let's say subject I'll keep the same, from email I'll keep the same, and the recipient also I'll keep that as same. Okay, so in place of this send mail, I'll use this email message. Okay, so in order to send that, now below this what I'm going to do is, let's say email message is equal to email. Now I'll write email message. Okay, so inside this I'll pass all these things. I should not pass this silent in this case. Okay, so I'll just comment this one. So I'll just comment all this. I don't need this fail silently part of it. Okay, so I don't need that, so I'll just copy this to recipient list. And if I want to send the file also, then what I need to do is just write email slash message. Okay, so in this message I want to attach the file. Okay, attach, let's say what I want to attach, let me bring some file over here. Okay, So let me go to this one. Let me go to the downloads. Okay, let me bring this copy of map reduce. Okay, so let me control C. Let me say this is my CB. Okay, so I'll paste it in the base directory. So let me say control B. Okay, so I pasted in the base directory over here. Okay, so after that what I'll do is just let me rename this one. Okay, let me rename it to, let's say, cb.pdf. Okay, so after that what I will do is go inside my this one. I'll just write cb.pdf. Okay, so after this, after attaching this file also, now you need to send that mail. Okay, so to send the mail, what you need to do is email message dot send. Okay, so over here you need to provide that fail silently is equal to false. Okay, silently is equal to false. Okay, so after this you can send that mail. Okay, so let me show you some examples. For that I need to go inside over here, go back. So my form was successfully submitted. So let me write the correct email address. Let me say 346. Let me 346 348. Let me send that thing. So there is an error. What was the error? So it has so I guess it has not found that cv as PDF. So I guess there is some difficulty in finding that cdf PDF. So cb.pdf. Okay, I don't know why it is not finding. Let me take this and put it under that app only. Okay, so let me do that. Control X, and let's do inside that app itself. Okay, so let me do it. Control B. Okay, so I guess now it should find that. Okay, so let me just do Control C. Let me just run that server again. Let me go over here. Let me provide the bunch of videos over here. Let me just hit submit. After that there is still that error. Okay, so the content must be provided PDF. Okay, so I guess I have done small mistake over here. So this is not only OTAS. Okay, so it is OTAS file. Okay, so now if I again run the server and go over here and just submit this one. Okay, now so now it should send me that file also. Okay, now what I have done over here is I have just moved that cv.pdf back to that project directory level. Okay, so inside this there are apps. Okay, so this manage.py and cv.pdf are in the same level. Okay, so you should be careful over here. So now if I now check my email, let me go to the email. Okay, so if I check my email now, okay, again I have to refresh. I'll go over here, and inside this what I am getting is now CV also. Okay, so now you can open this CV and see it. Okay, so this is the video of how to do email setup in Django. Okay, so hope you like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe the channel for further updates. Okay, so hit that like and subscribe button. Have a nice day and cheers.